championship of the world. Two close friends, amateur roommates, in the ring fighting for a world title a lot earlier than they both expected. Nice right hand by Marez as he puts his punches together. He's got Perez on his heels as he steps off the ropes. Another nice left hook. Marez really turning over his punches in the first round, and they're banging early, folks, here in LA. And let's go to the keys to victory.
Well, you know, for Marez, normally if you stand right in front of Perez, he'll eat you up. Not tonight. He wants to use angles. He hasn't done it a lot, but he's been effective. And you can't forget defense. Sometimes he forgets defense when he's attacking and flurrying. You can't do that tonight. Volume of punches is important. He feels he has the edge, and hand speed combination punching would highlight that. For Perez, Marez is in his first big fight as a pro. I think Perez wanted to make a statement earlier. I don't know that he did. And Perez can't use his left hook wildly, which sometimes he tends to do. And just like Marez, Perez has to be busy with combinations. That's his game. Abner Marez getting to Perez with the combinations. We talked about the combination punching. It's Marez who had the edge in that in round one, and there was a graphic example.
Round two scheduled for 12. The IBF Bantamweight Championship. Yonnhy Perez in black, the champion. Abner Marez in white and green, the challenger. Marez, very concise in the first round. Lands another left hook. That right hand blocked by Perez. Now on the ropes. Perez fighting off the ropes. And Marez told us that one of the keys for him is to be in shape. Yonnhy is strong. He's in great condition, throws a lot of punches, but I'm faster. My speed should overpower his aggressiveness.
And in the first round, that was definitely the ticket. The speed was what got Yonnhy Perez a little bit off balance and shaking up with the speed. He couldn't really adjust to it.
Perez has yet to land a real thunderous left hook. Boy, there's those combinations by Marez. You see Perez trying to counter with the hook. It's just not getting there.
And Al, all of the experts ringside all week long have said that this fight could be just as good or the beginning of a Vazquez-Marquez type series.
Yeah, obviously these fighters have to prove that in the ring, but we knew that it would be a good fight, and already it's proving to be that. It's going to be like this as long as it lasts.
Marez on his toes. He's fought going forward and backwards early on here. What's the key for Yonnhy Perez, champ?
I think he's going to have to sit down on some counter punches. He's going to have to, you know, get up under some of those shots and come up top from the body to the top with some serious counter punches. That's the only way he's going to be able to land that thunderous left hook that I think he's capable of.
Now, beautiful right hand. Right on the chin by Perez. And that'll make Marez tie him up for the first time.
And you know, Marez, we talked about the fact he hasn't faced this kind of opposition yet. So for him to get off to a good start in this fight is important. But we see signs here in round two of Perez kind of getting his footing a little bit more in this fight.
Marez actually took a tune-up fight out to get ready for this one.
Yeah, and it made people very nervous. He would have been off a long, long time if he had not taken it since August of last year. He took it in March and luckily got through without any clashes heads or anything and won the fight.
Nice left hook by Yonnhy Perez as he caught Marez leaning down.
Yeah, Yonnhy has did some good things in this round. I mean, but Marez cannot afford to have his back against the ropes. I mean, this is a seasoned champion in there. He's gone the tough 12-round distance, and he knows this is not an amateur fight. He has time to do his work.
Gone 12 rounds in his last two fights, including that great 12th round knockout in South Africa. Now they really exchange punches. Perez keeps coming. Marez swinging wildly into the second. And don't forget, get the inside track with Inside NASCAR. Features highlights and driver profiles with new episodes Wednesday at 10.
In the last round, Yonnhy Perez, we thought, got his footing a little bit in this round, and this is an example of him. Even though some of those punches missed, he lands the big right hand, and where you said Marez shouldn't be.
Yeah, he didn't take that punch all that well either. As soon as he got hit, he grabbed with both hands.
And in the end of the round, Marez landing body shots and both men trying to work on the inside.
You got to do the same thing that he's doing.
Danny Zamora, the trainer for Yonnhy Perez, 20-0, 14 KOs, the champion, defending his title for the first time against Abner Marez in white. And Marez lucky to be here. This is his first opportunity to fight for a world title, but he almost had one a few years back, but it was derailed a few days before.
Supposed to fight Jerry Penalosa, and he got a detached retina, and he was off for 11 months because of it. And more importantly, they told him he would never fight again. Obviously, he healed, and he said maybe now he's more prepared for a world championship than he would have been then.
As he sees better out of the eye now during his time off. As he tried to figure things out, he worked as a security guard to help feed his family.
You know, everyone has said that Abner Marez might be the best young fighter without a championship. And no matter what happens in this fight, you see evidence of that early. He's a very good young fighter, and he's helping us create a great fight here against Perez. There's that hook by Perez. It just didn't quite get there.
Yeah, but he's getting close. I mean, the pressure that Yonnhy is applying right now is really getting to Marez, I believe, because he came out this round and ran for the first beginning of the round.
And Antonio, it looks like Marez is getting into a bad habit of leaning over.
Well, I don't know if it's a bad habit or not. I mean, he's probably feeling the leather from Perez right now. And he's a young fighter right now fighting a tough, solid man. He's 24 years old. This is uncharted waters for him.
And remember, when he had those kind of flurries and those kind of great starts against other people, they folded.
Exactly.
That's not going to happen with Yonnhy Perez.
Not tonight.
Yeah.
Nice three-punch combination by Perez.
He just doesn't stop, does he? He is like the Energizer Bunny. Perez will keep punching and keep going.
He prides himself on being so well-conditioned. Perez.
This is fun, huh?
It certainly is, on the ropes. There's another left hook followed by a right hand. Tried to step over, pushes off, lands an uppercut.
And a lot of fighters feel that they cannot be effective once their back is against the rope. That's not true, but you got to get down so you can get leverage. That's a nice uppercut just landed for Marez inside.
That's one of Marez's best weapons is the uppercut. He can throw it with both hands. And this is great inside action, and Marez coming back in this round now.
Since the very beginning, Marez has been determined to go to the body. Now he backs up, and Perez comes forward.
And whoever thought that this fight could resemble Marquez Vazquez.
Well, you know, this is the kind of action that we saw from Perez and Agbeko in that great fight. And wow, nice right hand by Marez.
End of the 10 seconds remaining, end of the third. And look at it, toe-to-toe. Oh, big right hand by Marez. And Perez shakes it off, and that gets this Staples Center crowd fired up. Felix de Jesus will translate in Marez's corner.
Throw a little harder. You're doing a good job. Let's get some loud ones in there. Okay. Breathe in a little deeper.
Good job. Hey, you're ahead because you're being smart. Sometimes you're being a little careless in there. Okay? You falling into inside without moving your head. You just run into a straight right. You get a punch.
Let's go. Breathe out. Breathe in.
Start the rounds. Be smart. Moving around. Make a miss and counter. And when you're inside,
From a power standpoint, it's the Perez left hook that's the most important for him. And here he tries to get one in, and it lands, but not perfect. But then the right hand from his opponent is the most important punch. And that one doesn't quite get in for Marez, but he's been landing some big overhand rights during the course of this fight.
At the end of that round, Perez landed the more devastating punch over in the corner.
I agree.
And it was a solid right hand.
Yep.
Great action in the first 3 rounds. This is the 4th for the IBF world title.
Wow.
And look at it. Left hook by Perez.
No elbow, no elbow.
I tell you what, Al, you can throw the punch chart out the window with this fight.
Man, I mean, they are, you know, both men so active, so many combinations. It's really amazing.
Ooh, quick short left hook by Perez, and that backs up Marez.
The difference here in this fight, I feel, Marez has landed some good punches, but he hasn't really shook Perez. When Perez lands, it takes a toll on Marez. That left hook landed again.
And Marez has outlanded Perez 109-69 in this fight, according to the sports media punch chart. But the Perez punches have been hard.
Both fighters in a great rhythm from the very beginning, giving and taking. Perez, another left.